Are you funny, kids?
I can't hear you.
Do you know what I thought was very funny? Nasty Boy being a baby in 2 episodes. The shark and then the
And you
chocolate.
said in the painted video, you were like, "Oh, who got the baby going?" So that's 3 times
the continuity of you being a
progression of
baby.
Nasty being a baby.
Where?
Nasty baby.
I'm going to someday become a boy.
I'm a real boy.
Nasty baby.
Shout out Cristiano Ronaldo, lads. Welcome to the Circle of Church podcast. Today, my name is Jay, as it always is. Nasty.
Nasty boy.
You're not going to say Ronnie.
And Ronnie.
Ronnie.
And today we're going to be doing something that Nasty has prepared for us.
Prepared.
He has an
something
essay
here.
for us.
He prepared this like someone on Gordon Ramsay's show.
Yeah, I'm an old fashioned, like to write things down on paper. So here we go. Right, this is called Back in My Day. All right, which is why I know basically the precedence of this, right? Is the
That has to be a t-shirt for
I
you.
know.
You're getting one of these
The
days.
precedence
I know.
with that.
Here we go. So basically, it's why we have cancel culture now. I believe is because of what went on in the past. Right, stuff was just wrong. Shouldn't be said. All this kind of stuff. Right.
Yeah.
We're not going to delve too much into it. This will be light enough. But
We're not going to
basically-
figure it out today.
So the most innocent thing you can think of, right, is a children's book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Children's book
Mhm.
should be
Yeah.
should be innocent, should be fun, should be not.
I think a
nothing too bad.
fish. A fish is more innocent than a
Yeah.
children's book.
Yeah. It should
Yeah,
be just
agreed.
Innocent.
All right, today we're going to be talking about fish.
Oh, so basically, so what
I
I've
know.
done was I have a compilation of all children's books in the past that were a little bit dodge. You know, some of them are just going to be straight up like the names of the actual books, and,
And
then
some of them are going to be straight bussing.
Yeah.
straight busting. And I'm going to give you 1 or 2 of the books. To start off, I'll give you 1 or 2 books and how they go and what's in them and how weird it is, okay? So
You
I'm
hit
going
me.
to start off with Little Zizi, right? This
Right.
is a book in the 60s, okay? It was in Middle Europe. It was very popular, right? So I'm just going to start off. Though there are definitely some other confidence-crushing books on the list, we're not sure any are quite as terrible as The Boy as Little Zizi. Because this book is all about a young boy who is a small member, right? And throughout the book, he gets made fun of it for it. Considering how many guys really have major confidence issues stemming from this, is there anything else we really need to say about how cringeworthy this book is?
Is this written about little Hitler?
No,
He's got
I
a
don't
small
know.
peepee. So
Right,
this kid, this boy is a small dick.
Yeah, basically. Right? He's a little boy who has a small dick, right? And, right, so at one point in the book, right, a not well-endowed boy called Martin talks to his crush, right, who tells him that she wants to have 10 kids when she grows up, right? The book then asks the audience, but how could Martin possibly make them with such a little Zizi? Right? Like, obviously this isn't a good way to approach the talk with your son, unless you want to give him therapy bills for the rest of his life.
Zizi,
So
do you
imagine.
love me?
Well, what I will say is I'm going to start calling my knob my Zizi.
Like little Wheezy, little
Yeah.
Zizi.
Yeah, little Zizi.
ZZF, baby.
I wonder if somebody got it.
Zizi.
Like, imagine that. They wrote a book about someone having a small dick, and then, like, a guy
you know what
comes
I
up and
think?
says, you can't, we can't take his yours.
Do you know what I think is the funniest part about a book from the 60s talking about small dicks is there was no porn back then like there is now. So how would you know if you had a small dick?
Oh.
Do you know? So you probably were going around
Exactly.
thinking you were fucking weaponized and
Yeah.
then
The
You're probably
little
having
Zizi.
looking at a girl's face.
A ZZ measuring contest. It's
Although
cool.
when you're playing
And then
Soggy
you figure
Biscuit
it
in
out.
school, you'll figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
When you whip out your ZZ for Soggy Biscuit.
Okay, so moving on from that problem that obviously should have been cancelled.
I'm
This one is-
I'm taking that with me.
This one is called The Lonely Doll, okay?
Yeah.
So this book was published in 1957. Was originally recommended for girls aged 4 through 8, right?
Yeah.
In this story, a doll named Edith invites 2 teddy bears to live with her, and it gets really messed up really quick. This book has scenes where poor Edith is tied up by the bears, forced to play dress up while the bears watch, and then also gets spanked while the younger bear is too scared to watch because it's his turn next.
Jesus Christ.
Right. This is a book
For kids.
for kids.
For kids about kids.
Age 4 to 8.
You see, my question would be, what would be the point in letting kids
Yeah.
read that? Do you know what I mean? Because that's like, you might as well let them read about everything that could ever happen to them then, if you're going to let them read something like that.
Yeah, where is the benefit? Like, it's not like usually there's a backstory to them. Like Pinocchio about lying. Lying is
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah.
What's the moral? What's
Well,
the lesson?
so basically, right? So So here's another bad for right. So Edith ends up begging Mr. Bear to stay with her, even though she's been naughty, as he says, right? And then Mr. Bear agrees and says that he'll be around her forever. Right? Shockingly, this was a hit for young girls and spawned 9 additional books involving the same creepy and downright disturbing content. Like, what the
So
hell?
it was basically stay with your man even if he beats you.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Which would have been probably normal for
It's like, oh yeah, now it makes sense.
yeah, now when you put it like
Now I
that, it's
understand.
more like a handbook. How to serve your man when
Moving
he
on,
has
right?
2 jobs.
Moving on, okay? This is actually, we're getting
I would
up
just
to
like to say I'm against it.
we're moving through the ages. We're moving up to, so just you think all 50s, 60s, that's normal. This is like, these books now are 80s, 90s books, okay?
Right.
So, Where Willie Went, right? In this children's book, Where Willie Went, Willie is a sperm, right? And he's kind of a stupid sperm. It seems as he can't manage to figure out even the simplest mathematical equations. Sounds like me.
Where
This is
Ninja
an
went.
autobiography.
Right, so reader follow.
Buy it now on Clash
Readers-
Media.
Readers follow Willie from Mr. Brown's testicles as he swims towards Mrs. Brown's prized egg. Willie might be an idiot, but he's quite the swimmer, and he beats out over 300 million sperm, knocking up Mrs. Brown in the process.
Oh, fair play to
And that's a children's
Willie.
book. And by the way, you can look at all these books online and look at all the illustrations for them. They're
Well,
crazy.
look, I mean, if you're trying to teach kids about, I mean,
That's
it
not a
depends
bad
what the
one.
age group. Yeah.
That's not a bad
If
one.
you wanted to teach them about sex without making it too awkward, like if they were
Willie
like,
went.
well, like if he was, if the kids were 12,
Yeah,
maybe
because
13,
you're
14.
personifying the sperm into like a kind of a
Yeah.
character or somebody that you're rooting for or whatever like that. So I could probably that's not the worst one maybe.
Okay, not too bad.
We'll let that one stay. All the
I
other
know,
ones
the
so
only
far
thing-
we're burning the books.
The only thing I'm
Okay.
considering here is they never said they were married. So are Mr. and Mrs. Brown related?
Well, I presume they're married because of their names.
no, but if they're brother and sister, they'd both be Mr. and Mrs. Brown.
That's true.
And then he would have been a real stupid swimmer when he was born.
Mrs. Brown's boys. Okay, next one. Okay, this was in a book. It was called the Poor Pussy Party Game. Right?
The which poor pussy party what?
Poor Pussy Party Game. Say that
Oh,
3
okay,
times.
yeah.
fast. Right, here we go. So the children. This is saying how the game works. Right.
Right.
So children are seated around in a circle.
Like
one,
us.
Yeah. One child is chosen to be the poor pussy and stands in the center. In the center. So poor pussy then kneels before some child and meows 3 times. Every time she meows, the child who is facing must say poor pussy without laughing. If the person laughs, then they must become poor pussy. If he does not laugh, the pussy must try someone else.
Jesus Christ. See, you know what I'd be worried about stuff like this? Like, is there pedophiles out there writing these books?
So that people will play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might be able to come.
Yeah, like kneel over to me and I'll pat you on the head. And
Oh, here, I'll show you how this game works. I don't like
Yeah.
that. That makes
It's
me
just
very
fucking
uncomfortable.
creepy. But
Well, they all do, I suppose.
moving on, like these were in books. Like this is why we have cancel culture. I'm telling you. Anyway,
Right.
now I'm just going to move on to like funny titles or innuendos.
So this is
okay?
the names of the books.
names of different books. Okay, so here we go. You can stop me any time to fucking jump in. So here's the first one. Do you want to play with my balls?
Yes. I want
Okay,
to chipmunk it.
next one.
Roddy's chipmunk version.
Ready? So you've got a fat pussy. So you've got a fat pussy.
So you've got a fat
Is that
pussy.
like a guide?
No, it's like a big fat cat. It's like, so you got a fat pussy. You can look all these up online if you want to answer.
God.
Dick, what did you lick? Right?
These nerds.
I need a new bum.
I keep looking at the page and I'm ruining it
Yeah.
for myself.
I need a new bum, right? I'm just gonna give a precedence to this. Boy notices he has a crack in his in his bum and thinks he needs a new one. The next one, the confused.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. That might be funny. The confusing tingle. Whatever the hell that is. All right, treasure, pleasures, and happy endings.
Jesus Christ. How did that one make
That
it?
one might be all right because that one might be like again just trying to like say what you might
Yeah.
be feeling as a young adult or whatever
True.
like that.
But so does the Tingle one as well.
Yeah, no, but I'm
Confusing
saying
Tingle.
like it's a less crass way of saying it than like explaining. it
Oh, you think it
scientifically.
might actually be about that?
Yeah.
Ah.
Right, boys, we're coming towards the end, so I'm gonna run off a few in a row. Right? You
Yeah.
can stop me as we go. So, right.
Do it quick.
Cooking with poo, as in Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Why is mommy moaning? The loneliest hoe in the world. Santa's left on his own, basically, right? The day Amanda came. Scouts in bondage.
You know what
Don't
these
make me
are?
go back, mommy. The muffin muncher. Goodbye testicles.
The muffin muncher.
Goodbye testicles.
Wait now.
This is a kid's book on why their dog needs to be castrated.
Yeah, but go back one. The muffin muncher is about a camel
Who eats
that
too
eats
many
muffins.
muffins. Yeah.
A camel toe.
Find out by touching. Maggie goes on a diet. The mystery of the midget clown.
Jesus Christ. They all, most of those sound like fake pornos based on real movies. Like,
These are all real
They do
books,
be
by the
sounding
way.
like
This
fake
is
books.
why
Shaving
we
Ryan's
have
Privates.
cancel culture.
All right, lads. Tell you what to do. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Clash Media, and subscribe to us, Circle of Jerks, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
do you know
We
what
also
though?
have a TikTok.
I think they're too stupid to know how to subscribe. They wouldn't know how to find that button
you
and click
wouldn't
it.
know how to do
Prove us
it.
wrong.
You will never